So you file a windshield claim with your insurance, and now you're wondering, how long is this thing going to follow me around? Well, here's what might surprise you. It's going to be on your record for 3 to 5 years, but it probably won't cost you a dime in higher premiums. You're listening to the Speedy Windshield Repair San Diego podcast with your host, Stuart Rofa. Let's get into it. Hey there, I'm Stuart from the Speedy Windshield Repair San Diego podcast. Today we're talking about something I get asked about constantly. How long does a windshield claim actually stay on your insurance record, especially here in La Jolla? And more importantly, is it going to hurt your wallet down the road? So here's what I hear all the time from folks driving around La Jolla. They think any insurance claim is going to jack up their rates, right? They're sitting there with a cracked windshield from some rock that flew off a truck on the 5, and they're scared to call their insurance because they think it's going to cost them hundreds more every year. And look, I get why people think this way. We've all been conditioned to think that anytime you touch your insurance, boom, your rates go up. But here's the thing, windshield claims are different. They're filed under what's called comprehensive coverage, and insurance companies treat them like acts of nature. You know what I mean? It's not like you rear-ended somebody because you were texting. But people still avoid filing claims, and then they're driving around with these spider web cracks across their windshield. Actually, let me tell you something. That's way more dangerous than any potential rate increase. You're talking about compromised visibility, structural integrity issues. Not worth it. Now, here's how this actually works. When you file that windshield claim, it goes into a database called CLUE. That's the Comprehensive Loss Underwriting Exchange. Sounds fancy, but it's basically just where all the insurance companies share information about claims. Your windshield claim sits in there for 3 to 5 years, depending on your specific insurance company. But, and this is the important part, most insurance companies won't raise your rates for a single windshield claim. Why? Because they know you didn't choose to have that rock hit your windshield on Highway 101, coming back from UTC Mall. It's not a reflection of your driving, right? Now, I work with insurance companies every day here at Speedy Windshield Repair, and I see this firsthand. Customers come in terrified about filing a claim, and then they find out their comprehensive coverage has zero deductible for glass. Zero. They're getting a brand new windshield for absolutely nothing. The thing about La Jolla specifically, you've got some unique challenges. You're dealing with that salt air from being right on the coast, which can weaken your glass over time. Plus, you've got all of that construction around UTC, Torrey Pines Road construction, debris flying around. And let's be honest, a lot of folks in La Jolla are driving luxury cars with those high-tech windshields. Rain sensors, heads-up displays, all that EDA stuff. Those aren't cheap to replace. But here's the flip side. Your zip codes, 92237 and 9293, they actually have pretty favorable claim statistics, lower crime rates, well-maintained roads. So even with the occasional windshield claim, your overall insurance picture looks pretty good. Okay, here's something most shops won't tell you, and this is where it gets interesting. The decision of whether to file a claim or pay out of pocket, it's not just about the money right now. You got to think strategically. Small chip repairs, we're talking 50 to maybe 150 bucks. If your deductible is higher than that, just pay cash. But windshield replacements, that's a different story. Standard windshields run 200 to 500, but those luxury windshields with all the technology, we're talking $800 to $1,500, sometimes more. Here's the insider tip though. Timing matters. If you file a claim right before your policy renewal, you'll know immediately if it affects your rates. File it mid-policy, and you're waiting 6 months to find out. Also, if you've had multiple claims recently, maybe a fender bender, a hail damage claim, you might want to consider paying out of pocket to keep your record clean. I had a customer in Pacific Beach last month, beautiful Tesla with a cracked windshield. Replacement was going to be $1,200. His comprehensive deductible, $250. No brainer, right? But he'd already filed 2 other claims that year. We talked it through, and he decided to pay cash to avoid any potential issues at renewal time. Before I let you go, let me rapid fire a few related questions. Does the size of the crack matter for insurance? Nope. Comprehensive coverage typically covers any windshield damage. What about if I caused the damage myself? Still covered under comprehensive, as long as it wasn't intentional. Can I choose my own repair shop? In California, absolutely. You have the right to choose. Bottom line, don't let fear of insurance records keep you driving around with a dangerous windshield. Most of the time, that claim isn't going to hurt you at all. If you're dealing with windshield damage anywhere in La Jolla, give me a call at 619-761-4887. I'll come to you, assess the damage, and help you figure out the smartest way to handle it. I'm Stewart, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for listening to the Speedy Windshield Repair San Diego podcast. If you need windshield repair or replacement in the San Diego area, give us a call at 619-761-4887 or visit speedywindshieldrepairsd.com. We'll see you next time.
Clarity is on its way, making everything okay. Crystal clear the open road, lifting up a heavy load. Precision, vision, expertise.